This is me in 2007. I'm a budding ethnographer living in a Maasai village in Tanzania. I've known the family I'm living with for years, having exchanged letters with their daughter throughout high school. I'm here to document their way of life, one that's quickly disappearing. Here, I'm using my video camera as a mirror because I haven't seen what I look like in 3 weeks, nor have I showered during that time. This footage was never meant to be seen. It's a little embarrassing. Here's the story you were supposed to hear. I came kicking and screaming into this world 24 years ago in a New York hospital, my mom and dad holding tightly on to their new small miracle. At the same time, Teresia slipped quietly from Nema's womb and onto the sun-scorched expanse of northern Tanzania. Her birth was marked by a short sikukuu in her honor and 2 requests. The stoop-shouldered grandmother asked, "Mimi ninaweza kulea mtoto?" Can I raise the child? And the lazy-eyed man came a few days later. "Mimi ninataka kuoa msichana." I want to marry the girl. To both, Teresia's mother said, "Chukua," take. And so by sunset on her first week, Teresia had been claimed, both for her first 16 years and for the 16 years to follow. Time passed, and each of us grew up, separated by an ocean and a vast infinity of different life experiences. At the age of 16, friends and family helped me to start Africade, with the mission of supporting girls' education in Tanzania. At the same time, Teresia's husband showed up at her door and came to collect what he had been promised 16 years before. But on that day, Teresia made a decision. She would go to secondary school to live out her dreams, a decision which meant postponing her marriage. And so it was that our paths for the first time intersected. Africade provided Teresia with a scholarship and supplies, and partnered with her school to provide books and computers for all of her classmates. Over the course of the next few years, I spent time teaching at Teresia's school, attended her graduation, and lived with her family for 3 weeks. 3 weeks of not showering, of joining them for morning tea, of sitting quietly with my back pressed against their home. 3 weeks of recording their way of life to share with others back at home. While there, they told me, "Chukua, take. Whatever you want to film is yours." This Swahili phrase sat heavily on my heart. Had I become another taker in the long line of those waiting outside of Teresia's door? Weeks passed, and they continued to encourage me. Take my video, take my story. Teresia urged me, press record so that you can tell my story to others. Take it and use it to help my sisters. Chukua. I slowly began to see that, when they said take, they were trying to tell me, I am giving freely to you. In so doing, they were willing to make themselves vulnerable to me, to open up, to be generous in a profound way not captured by the English use of this word. I returned home, moved by this generosity, and by Teresia's unfailing determination to create a better future for all of those around her. Her story captivated many in the U.S., and with Africade's continued support, she is on the path to become the first female teacher in her village. And it was also Teresia's story, and the story of her sisters, that has inspired me to expand Africade's reach in even greater ways. It is her talents and our relationship that provides the foundation for Africade's new Kisa project. Since 2001, Africade has built classrooms, provided scholarships, supplied textbooks, and even established a teacher training program. In this way, we have helped thousands of students achieve their educational dreams. But through Teresia, I learned that she needed much more than a standard classroom education to realize her vision for a better future in her community. When she was told by everyone around her that she could not achieve what her brothers could, she needed a role model to show her otherwise. When she envisioned a better future for her sisters, she needed the concrete tools and experiences to create this future. And when she had a story to share, she needed someone to take it, to listen. And so the Kisa Project does these very things. It gives young women in Africa the basic opportunity for a high school education, one that 95% of girls in Tanzania do not have. But the program also ensures that that basic educational experience is enriched in a way that will enable these young women to realize their visions for a better world. Through a 2-year extracurricular leadership program, these young women meet weekly with Tanzanian role models who lead them through a powerful 2-year curriculum designed to provide Kisa scholars with the tools they need to create change. Upon graduating, these talented young women will return to their home communities to implement vital community projects and provide training and mentorship to other young women. At the same time, the Kisa Project directly links families and groups in the U.S. with the Kisa scholars, some of Africa's brightest young women. When families, schools, or organizations team up to raise funds for a Kisa Project scholarship, they provide these young women with important opportunities, while also learning about global leadership themselves. These groups can develop meaningful relationships and forge strong bonds with their Kisa scholars, sharing in the joys and challenges of each other's life stories through the interactive Kisa website. In this way, the Kisa Project helps to uplift and support the next generation of leaders across Africa and within your own community. I hope that you will join with me in learning how to take, with compassion, with patience, and with joy. Take this opportunity to learn how to give. Take Teresia's challenges and turn them into realized dreams. Take this story and make it part of your own.